9.8.
Okay, well, George, thanks for talking to us, and good luck for the future development of Chinese rugby.
Thank you very much.
And away we go. And immediately, good contest here. And forward goes Chris Yates for Hong Kong. Up to the Croatian 22. It's been turned around now, and the Croats come away with the ball. Standing on the feet well through the tackle. Rion Graham, the man who hits it up in the scrum cap. And now there's a chance out wide on the left-hand side. Good shifting of the ball. Sprinting away down there was Anthony Zivkovic. Hong Kong have fallen back well in defence here, and that was maybe a tackle off the ball. Referee plays advantage. Lovely shift pass on the inside to Pulisic on the 22-metre line of Hong Kong. A little bit scrappy, but there are men over on the left-hand side for Croatia here. They must score, and it's going to be a try for Blair Urlich. He's over in the corner, he's got the ball down, and that's the opening score. And we've had just over a minute.
Yeah, Andy, that's a very great try from Croatia. I mean, they've had a few problems, obviously. The first game they did very well. The second game they probably took it too easily, and here's Blair on the wing. What they've got to do is, I think they've got to keep on using their ability to keep on going at these guys. And I think that if they keep on moving the ball around, they've actually not a bad side. But Hong Kong, obviously every year going to win the tournament, and they still find troubles. But here's their opportunity to upset Croatia and try and use the ball when they get the ball. If you haven't got the ball, you can't score a try.
Words of wisdom from David Campese. A restart kick from Rion Graham. Good height on that. Has he got too much distance? The referee says we'll have the scrum for the knock-on rather than the line-out.
Yeah, the kicks have been one of the telling things today, Andy, where a lot of teams, Fiji's probably the only team that actually win their kickoffs. And that ball probably would have gone out in the fall if you left it, but again, I don't think there's too much communication out there.
First scrum, ball put in by Carl Murray for Hong Kong. Good flat pass, that's a kick into a lot of space. And it's a chase back for Rob Graham. He's lost the ball. Hong Kong with a chance here. Ooh, and if that had gone to hand, then a real chance for Aisea Batibasaga.
And there's a bit of a fight there. Actually, it could have been close to a penalty there, Andy. I mean, Chris Gordon ran through, seemed to have been held on the ground, and there was a great pickup, but unfortunately there's number 10 again, who got in trouble in a couple of games before for fighting. And I don't think you want to sort of take on the big fellas, do you?
Michael Lernjevic, the man wearing the number 10 shirt. And now Hong Kong with a chance deep inside the Croatian 22. Carl Murray feeds. Nice deep pass out to Chris Yates, and now they're trying to use space out wide on the wing. Up for it was Rion Graham, and the referee says that was not a knock-on. Here's Graham again on halfway, shifts the ball quickly and well. Croatia looking to start something out on the left-hand side.
Just no communication, Andy. We've got 3 players out on the left-hand side to 1 Hong Kong player, and there we are. 2 ball turned over.
Nobody wanted the ball, so it's Chris Gordon, but the referee will bring them back for a knock-on by Croatia. Scrum down just short of halfway with a Hong Kong feed.
It's the Croatian bench there, and a few concerns in their faces, but they're off to a good start, 7-0. Hong Kong obviously got a lot of work to do, and Murray about to put the ball in for Hong Kong. The players still very tired, Andy. I think the weather today is pretty tough on them, and some of the bigger teams actually had a lot of problems.
Yes, I think we've seen a number of the more fancied sides coasting a little bit today, trying to save their energies for tomorrow. Here go Hong Kong through the big form of Chris Yates. The ball flinging out wide to Chris Gordon. Gordon takes on his man, brushes off the tackle. Now then, he's got an option of a cross kick here, waits for support. That was well played. Perhaps the kick ahead wasn't the right option on that occasion. Still a chance though, and that's great defence from Croatia. Now then, they've got to take it up through the hand from here. Brushes off another tackle, that's super play. halfway line. Good tackle from Riaz Fredericks.
Well, some bad options. That play's a mile offside. Absolute mile off. So Kyle Murray. And the referees got to watch this because the offside rule is it varies all the time.
This is Batibasaga looking to go himself. The man shadowing him is Rob Graham. Batibasaga brushes aside the smaller man, and that is a wonderful try for Hong Kong. Back in the game.
Yeah, Andy, I think there's a bad referee decision there. I think Croatia had the ball, went down the blind, threw it back. Kyle Murray's a mile offside, dives on the ball, and all it was here is just pace. And so some of these guys out there are very, very quick. And there was a great palm off there, and we'll see the try scored. And number 10, again, for Michael, just has a bit of a go at the play after he scored the try.
So we'll look for the conversion attempt. Struck it quite nicely, but just pulled it left, did Kyle Murray. So it's 5-7, and it's every bit as close as I think we thought it would be. Chance, Campo, that Croatia really played their big game against New Zealand last night and haven't got too much left.
Yeah, well, when you've got New Zealand A versus New Zealand B, obviously you want to prove a thing, and I know there are a couple of Croatians who actually play in the side, but I mean they gave everything yesterday. It was like their final, and I tell you, they almost took it out, but they've got to realise you've got to back up the day after.
Taken in there by Andro Manijasevic.
Yeah, the kicks, again, are a problem for most teams. There's no communication. Instead of catching the ball on your chest, you should try and catch it in your hand and shift the ball and get it away from the danger area, because that's where all the forwards are coming through, and that's where a lot of the teams focus on.
Roger Leeson to put it in for Hong Kong. Good secure ball. Kyle Murray spins it wide. Batibasaga muffed his lines there. He was supposed to be taking the inside pass and didn't. Now Croatia turn it over. Referee will come back though for a knock-on.
Half-time. Interesting decision there, because I thought Croatia had the ball, and I think it was a knock-on by Hong Kong, Andy, and 7-5 at half-time to Croatia. I mean, it's see the players coming off. They're very, very tired, and they've just got to try and throw the ball out wide and run the ball as much as we can. Fun. And I think this lady must be pretty sweaty there, because it's very, very hot here today. I'm walking around in this leather or plastic,
PVC, I think.
Probably, yeah, it's probably a bit like that, yeah, but it's very interesting. The entertainment's pretty good, but the players are not performing as well as they could, Andy. I think there's still a lot of basic mistakes out there, and I think it just comes under experience, communication, and obviously fitness. The fitter you are, the easier it is, and some of these players, obviously you can see they are big guys. The teams who have suffered today are the teams who have got big guys in their team. South Africa, New Zealand not as much, but America, and then you've got Fiji, who have played, the only one who's played pretty well.
Second half underway. Taken in by Riaz Fredericks. Hong Kong trying to build from inside their own 22, and they make some space for Batibasaga. Running within himself, and then the burst of acceleration taking him past players. This is going to be another try for Batibasaga, and this will take Hong Kong into the lead.
Just let the crowd tell the story here. There was a great individual try from Hong Kong, and here it is, just sheer pace. And there we are, look at all the Croatian players falling over each other. And here we are again, simple step. And you got one of the players telling him where to run. I mean, I'm sure he knows where to run. And here we are, this is a bit of a problem. Instead of putting the ball down, they like to muck around, these guys. I think just put it down and get on with the ball. And there it is, it's 12-7.
Kyle Murray with the conversion there from the second try by Aisea Batibasaga.
Yeah, I think he's one of the stars in their team. He's scored a couple of tries for them, Andy, and I think without him there could be a bit of trouble, Hong Kong.
And he's here on a weekend pass, would you believe?
Nothing surprising me over here.
Good height on the restart kick. It comes back on Hong Kong's side, but Croatia come through. Picking up the ball is Andrew Matijasevic. Well, they haven't seen much of the ball, Croatia, in this game, and they need to.
I think that should have been a penalty there. I mean, there's play obviously killed the ball, the Hong Kong player, and I think they should have just played the ball as quickly as possible and given the penalty instead of giving the scrum. It just slows the game down.
Hong Kong managed to spoil that heel very well. Carl Murray roughed up his opposite number, but it's going to be a Croatian put in again.
Hong Kong coach not very happy at this stage. I think they need a couple of more tries to get in the clear because Croatia is still very dangerous.
Ball comes flying out. Scrum half dealt well with it for Croatia, but that was a shocking pass out wide. But look at this, bit of pace. And back on his feet. Good play by Michael Lunjevic. Good play also from Rion Graham to get it back amongst the thick of his compadres. That was a nice reverse pass and offside against Hong Kong.
Yeah, they like to come in off the wing now, Andy, and sort of chop the pass down. But again, there's been so many teams who are a mile offside, and Croatia have got a great opportunity here to set up a good phase and try and get some points on the board.
The tap and go inside to Rion Graham. Strong run there by Blair Ehrlich. Hong Kong in trouble here. Rion Graham within 5 metres. Now he needs to present the ball. Still a chance for Croatia. They're as close as that. Riaz Fredericks managing to get goal side. Penalty try for diving on the ball.
Penalty try or penalty? Yeah, penalty try. Has to be. No.
It's a penalty. Well, we both thought it was a penalty try. Probably won't matter because they're over the line this time. And I think it's Lunjevic who's got a cross.
Yeah, Michael got across there, but I thought it should have been a penalty try. You can see the Hong Kong player actually kill the ball right underneath the post where, and here he just simple pass and a quick dummy, bit of help from one of his teammates and over. So kick to go ahead for Croatia, 12-all at the moment, and there's the kick, and there it is, 14-12.
We have a ball game heading towards the end of the 4th minute.
And here comes a few subs for the teams at the moment. Obviously they want to put a few of the key players on, give them a bit of a rest, and obviously there's dire straits now with just under 3 minutes to go in the game and 14-12 to Croatia. This could be another major upset here, Andy.
Well, it would have been interesting if anybody had predicted that this was a major upset before the Hong Kong Sevens began. Croatia losing to Hong Kong. Here we go. It's a good play by Paul Dingley to secure the ball for Hong Kong.
Watch the halfback go down the blind here.
That's where the gap is, and I think the Croatian halfback has spotted it, so yes. It goes the other way now. Now then, can they get it out to Batibasaga? He's already got 2 tries. He's the danger man for Hong Kong. Nicely offloaded there to Nigel Dacre. But smuggled away by Croatia. What can they do from here? Stands on his feet well through the tackle. Lost the ball forward.
Yeah, the referee got in the way there. Croatia just, again, lack of communication. They just didn't know what to do when they had the ball. They still want to play it in tight. I don't know why they want contact all the time. They've got to spread the ball around, move the big fellas around so they can use their speed out wide.
Murray with the pass. Offside against Croatia. 2 points dividing the sides, and Hong Kong on the ball, but time running out. Got a minute and a half left in the game, and they trail. It's Riaz Fredericks who hands it on to Carl Murray. Looking for some inspiration, Hong Kong. Almost a cut through there by Nigel Dacre, but the referee will set the scrum.
Another knock on by Croatia. Great opportunity. They intercepted the ball. In close there, I know it's pretty tough and pretty hard, but I mean, once you get hold of the ball, consolidate and just try and move the ball away from the danger area and just try and slow the game down.
Vital time now. That's a pass into absolute nothingness. Batibasaga goes back and does brilliantly for Hong Kong. Still on his feet and snaffled away this time by Tui'vai. He's come on. He's been a legend of Hong Kong rugby. Hong Kong inside their own half still. Time is almost up on the clock. They need to score to win this game. They've got a penalty.
Professional foul, I think, there. Yeah, they're trying to slow the game down. I think you'll find Hong Kong will win this game. They'll probably move the ball, but they've got to use the other players. Can't use the same play to make the runs from all the time.
Over the halfway line, running out of options now. Backwards they go. Murray with the long pass across. It's very nearly intercepted. And it's all getting very desperate for Hong Kong. The hack through, though, he's good. He's missed the second one. And they'll come back for the knock-on. The hooter is gone. The referee, though, says we'll have a little bit more time.
That's very interesting by the referee there. Here we go. Chris Gordon, tell you, if he kicked that ahead, it would have been a try. Now we have another sub. And it's 7 minutes, 25 seconds into the second half. So the referee, I don't understand this, because there wasn't much injury in the second half. So I don't know why he's obviously playing on.
So Hong Kong with one last chance. They've got to keep ball in hand and go forward with it. Struggling to get past this blanket defence, but here's some lovely running. Croatia intercept. They've taken it into touch, and it's all over. Croatia have won their first game at the 1999 Hong Kong 7's, and they're absolutely beside themselves.
Look at them. They're happy as Larry, and I think it's great. It's great for 7's rugby that we got Croatia out here and took New Zealand to the wire yesterday, and obviously had a few troubles this morning, but beating Hong Kong. And again there, Hong Kong with Chrissy Gordon there. I mean, they didn't stay calm, Andy. They tried to use the blind. I mean, they had a lot of players out wide, and I just think that's just lack of confidence. I mean, they've got, there's the flag there. They've got a few supporters out here from Croatia, so that's fantastic for them. And obviously it's a great win for Croatia in the Hong Kong 7's 99.
And joining us now, we've got Anthony Savage, coach of the Croatian team. You went down to New Zealand 17-12, then Ireland 15-12, mate. You're good for 12 points at the moment.
Sick of it. I don't want to hear that number again, eh?
What was the biggest problem getting your players up after you almost caused the upset over New Zealand last night to playing Ireland today?
We talked about it. We talked about we've reached the level and we can't drop it, and we can't even rest on our laurels. Otherwise, we'd have people saying, oh, great effort, one-off performance, New Zealand played badly and that's it, well done. We didn't want to accept that, but unfortunately, it's good to do the talk, but you've got to do the action as well. So we're pretty angry with ourselves at the moment.
Okay, one more game to go against Hong Kong. What's the plan of attack?
Well, I wouldn't say try and get the crowd on our sides, but we're not going to do that. We're going all out. We've got to beat them. We want to be in the second round. We don't want to go into the bottom group, so we've got to win this one. We want to move the ball wide more than anything else. Hong Kong, big side, really aggressive.
Okay, thanks for talking to us, Anthony, and good luck for that game.
Thanks, Clint.
The magnificent Hong Kong Stadium, the scene for the final day of the 1999 Credit Suisse First Boston Hong Kong 7's. They play a song here at this magnificent stadium. I get knocked down, I get back up again. Today the question is who's going to be able to get up there and try and take on Fiji, the favourites for this year's final. Let's join your commentators, Andy Capistano and David Campese, to set the scene for Super Sunday.
Thanks very much, Clint. And we start the day with Croatia against Chinese Taipei. This is the first of the quarterfinals in the bowl competition, with Chinese Taipei having come through from Pool C. They lost 67-0 to Australia, 45-0 against Japan, and 54-5 against Papua New Guinea. Here are the quarterfinals then. First up, as I say, Croatia, Chinese Taipei. Then we've got Sri Lanka against